guys, this is FFAN 16 and welcome to Dreamlight Valley Disney. I've just been playing this game for a few days now. I had started it on the Xbox because my husband had Game Pass, and I've become so addicted to this game, I bought it on my Switch. Now, I know the Switch version has frame rate issues. I've been experiencing it, but I heard that the PlayStation version isn't cross-save right now. But please correct me in the comments if you guys know if that's working. Plus, I just want to sit in bed sometimes and tend to a crop. Don't have a lot of carrots or your Switch is going to have a fit. Now, I put a plant beside my house to let me know when to go water my other plants, so we're going to do that right away. But first, I'm going to show you around for what I've done so far. So I put some apple trees near my house so I could grab some right away to have energy. I did not have room in my house for all my chests, so I decided to make a chest corner. Because what's really great about this is no matter where you are at a crafting station or cooking, wherever your chests are on the island, they will be accessible by those stations. So I found that really, really neat. And this game has my OCD just going crazy. Even this little mess I want to clean. And I think this is the reason why I like coming back to these games. Because they feed my need to clean. My house also does, but this is more important because I can see the progress sooner. So as you can see, I have some fields. I don't have any crops in right now. Carrots are better down here, but canola definitely is where the money be at. This is kind of where I put some of my forageables. I've organized my trees to look really cool. And I'll show you a trick. If you notice some trees in a section you just don't have the tools to break over yet, you could definitely get in there as long as there's no vines in your way. We're gonna head up here, and up here is where you would get the canola seed and its primary growing area. But I need to do some watering, so we'll talk about farming right away here. I enjoy the farming. It's a bit touchy with the controls. The camera is absolutely the worst when it comes to farming. There's no overhead farming view. Like, you could put it up here like this, but as soon as you start moving, the camera will resituate itself to your back and go down like that. Disney, or the creators of this game, of this Disney Dreamland, this Disney Dream Valley, please have a farming camera where it doesn't go back behind me. I'd really like to be able to put my camera somewhere and it stays until I move it. It's just annoying that I have to resituate my camera every time I move forward. Not a huge gripe, but it is a gripe indeed. Besides that, really love the watering mechanic. Can do more than one. I still have my first level watering can, so I can't do anything about the mushrooms. Just getting my canola all nice and watered so I can make some money. Wally's waiting for me to help him and he's adorable. I love Wally. He's so cute. Alright, so let's get the canola done and maybe we could do a quest. The only thing is I can't do Wally's because for some reason I don't know what creatures like, and I've done my ability to feed all the creatures and didn't give them anything they liked, so I have to wait for tomorrow. The joys. Now, the reason I don't have any music on is neither the stream-friendly music nor the in-game non-stream-friendly music is friendly right now for putting this content on YouTube. So I will be keeping the music off and maybe putting on some friendly music on the background myself. Okay, so this area I haven't opened up too much. I do not have access right now to this back area. But if you go into building mode, which you simply just bring up your inventory, head on over to furniture. This will take you into builder's mode. So let's just put that away. And as long as you have access to an area, even though I'm blocked out at the path, I can steal stuff from this area and bring it to an area I do have access to. So that's how I got the lemon trees out of this area without actually being able to go into here. Now, this doesn't apply if there is still the vines that you haven't paid for to get rid of. So you can't go into those areas and grab things that you might not have accessibility to. But any accessible area that you may not have full access to, you could definitely grab stuff through that mode. Alright, let's go check out the beach. I'm actually helping Maui build his house, but I wonder if I have any crops down here. I don't think I do, but we're gonna... Oh, is that a basket? Okay, no. We can't do anything, but we could pick this up, because we need sand in our life. It's good to pick up all these shells, because you can make food with Remis. And there's crop specialties down here, which is sugarcane, tomatoes, and corn. As you can see, I don't have anything planted at the moment, and I don't have access to the other side through here, so I do have to go around. Oh, look, like I already got Maui's done to 100%, and I got Moana over there. Fishing is quite unique, so what you'd have to do is switch to your fishing rod. Now, most of the equipment is gained within the first, hour of the game. It's scattered throughout the world. You'll find your bucket, your shovel, your pickaxe, and your fishing rod within the first 10-15 minutes. The worst one to find, I think, is the fishing rod. You just have to talk to Goofy while he's fishing. He can't find his rod. You help him, he gives you a rod. It's super simple. So what we want to do is we want to aim for the circle there. If we get our rod in, we'll get a fish. If we miss, we'll get seaweed if we keep our rod out. So let's see what we can do about fishing here. And I'm going to miss. So I'm going to bring that back. Lining up really sucks, but I'm going to try my best. If I could get to the edge. No. What about there? Ah! There we go. As long as you're the majority of your circles within the circle, your fishing rod will go in, and you want to hit when it asks you to hit, and you will get your fish. Woohoo! You got a herring. Nice. Okay. And look, Wally's so excited. I love you, Wally. Okay, so we're gonna go head up to Remy's as I want to cook a few things. Food is the best for restoring energy. At the beginning, you're just gonna have your raw fruits. I found that it took about 6 fruit from being out of energy to being full of energy, which is a huge consumption. So I find that if we do food, not only do we get the blue bar back, but you see you can also get a gold bar on top of it, and it's like a food bonus from what I can gather. Again, if you guys have any corrections, please leave it down in the comments below. So we still have to update Remy's shop as well, which actually I can take on right now because I cannot do Wally's quest for the rest of the day. So we'll take Remy with us. He sells cheese, milk, eggs, and butter in the back here. Now, these are non-forageable items. You don't get cows, you don't get chickens. So he will sell these so that you don't have to worry. One of the best things to make early game here when you get Remy's kitchen is the souffle. The souffle gives you an amazing energy, and it sells for a pretty good value as well. You basically only just need these 4 ingredients. Look at Wally's phasing in and out there in the corner. Remy's just happy we're giving him money. We're helping the shop run.
Yes!
Oh, yes. So we're gonna head to the pot here. Now, you could cook in many areas. You could cook in the restaurant, and you get a stove in your house pretty early game as well. But Remy will help identify what you're making is good or bad by how he reacts to your food combinations. If you already have a food combination that worked, you can find it in your recipes and just do an autofill function by clicking on it and say autofill, and if you don't have the item, it won't autofill, but if you do, you can hit the minus or whatever it is on your controller if you're playing on the Switch, the Xbox, or the PC or PlayStation, and then start to cook. Alright, so let's take a look at the souffle. The souffle is a 4-star dish, and it includes cheese, milk, butter, and eggs. So I found my eggs right here. Okay. Remy is very happy. So we know we made something good. So let's get that cooking. Now you need coal, and you can get coal from mining. So don't forget to stock up on a lot of coal. There you go. We got a 4-star dish. Now let's go see what this souffle sells for. One thing to always keep mind of are your daily tasks and your tasks to be able to get dream shards. It's always good to go and fill them and go into your journal and see which ones you've already done. So before we go and sell anything, okay. So this is your main menu. Your first part is your Dreamlight. Sorry, I said dream shards. I meant Dreamlight. Right? Here, if you got a little red dot, that means you have some stuff to claim. We're going to claim away. Okay. Then the next part is you have your map. And in your map, if you have any of these portals open, you can fast travel by highlighting and clicking X. Okay. This is your collection, and you could come and check out your characters, what skill traits you put on them, what level they are at, and if they're your friend or not yet. Okay. We're doing pretty decent, considering I've just been starting here. Your crafting items and all your good stuff is in here as well. Basically, your collection journal. These are your active and friendship quests, and right now I'm doing a friendship quest, but your main quest is, of course, at the top when it is active. There's story quests right here you could do, and then there'll be certain events where you can use your moonstones. Right now the Pixar Fest is running, and what you need to do to gain all these good stuffs. And of course your settings, very bare minimal, I find here in the settings. Again, the stream friendly mode still doesn't fully stop you from getting a copyright hit on the channel, so you might have your monetization taken away. Until they fix that, I suggest not having it on. Your camera settings, and if you need help, very important to make sure your cloud save is up to date. So we're going to sync that right now so mine isn't out of date here. And we'll save here, because 4 minutes ago, I'm going to see if that did not sync. I wonder why. Ah, there we go. Once it says it's fully synced, you know you've got your save complete, and your save should actually restart over here as well. If you're done playing, especially on the Switch, I find return to the title screen. It just has a heavy jibbies if you don't. And honestly, this game needs all the help you can give it. So it's addictive, but it's like a young child with a temper tantrum sometimes. And I already got one of those living in my house. I don't need my games to behave that way. So we're gonna harvest. Look, Goofy. What are you doing, Goof? Let's give Goof a present.
How's it going?
What is Goof like? I'm gonna go bug him about selling some stuff to him in a minute, but what do you like, Goof? So if you talk to one of your friends, he's gonna tell you what his favorite things of the day are. If you have one of those favorite things and you don't have the max level, give it to them. It's definitely gonna help them level up. If you can, make sure to give at least one of the traits to one of your characters till all the traits are gone. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick to farming for the rest of my friends, as I'm going to do that a lot, and it seems to level them up really, really quickly. So do I have anything that Goof likes? I do not. So I'm going to give them a flower. When you don't have them anything that they like, it tends to be, from what I find, good just to give him a flower. So let's do that. Here, take a flower, Goof. Pretty little flower.
Whoa!
Oh, yuck, I like it.
Wow!
You're welcome, pal. Okay. let's... Do we still have Remy with us? Yeah, we do, but we're doing his quest. Enter the restaurant and see what's inside. I already did. As you can see, my fruit's ready, so we might as well. I know I'm getting sidetracked. I said I was gonna go and sell the souffle, but this is okay. This is important. Keep gathering. When it glows, that means it's extra harvests. Super important, but I'm sure you guys figured that out already. The worst thing is when your friends are standing in your way and you end up talking to them instead of gathering when it's glowing like that and you miss out on it. I really wish they would have thought of the button management a little bit more in this game so that 4 commands aren't on one button per se. But alas. Right now I am playing and capturing on my Switch, and as you can see, it's actually not behaving too badly. And the reason is I don't have a shitload of carrots here causing my frame rate to drop. I find any crop that has movement will have the Switch twitching in spasms. So be wary of that.
How's it going?
Hey Goof, can I sell you something? How much will you buy a single souffle for? What's my monetary value here? Oops. That's not bad. $12.30 for the souffle. So if I... Costs me probably less than that in ingredients. It's a pretty good money making. It takes time. I still think crops are the best. And from the people I've been watching, I definitely agree that canola is your best bet for your time management, crop production, and monetary value. So, Merlin. See, I'm seeing some frame rate jittering there, but we do have some more fruit ready. And we gotta go water our canola again. This should be our last watering bit. Oh, look, we got more apples. Yay. So, like I said, I'm thinking of this game constantly. It's kind of like what Stardew Valley did to me. I started Stardew Valley and I got obsessed. And honestly, I truly do love Stardew Valley. I love Dinkum. If you guys want to find another amazing farming life sim, survival even game, Dinkum is awesome. The only thing about Dinkum that is a downfall on its side is that it's only available on Steam. What this game and Stardew Valley have going for it is it's on multiple platforms and accessible by more people. I'm hoping later on Dinkum, because it is made by a single developer and therefore it is harder for them to make it multi-platform to start, reaches out and brings it to many platforms if it gets the support it needs on Steam. So that's my segment. I know it's not this game related, but it's a similar game with similar feels, and it's just relaxing. This game doesn't at least have me trying to run from alligators and sharks and emus. I just have to worry about pleasing the Disney overlords. But it's worth it because I get to farm. It does have some things that need to be worked on, but it is in a... It's not a beta, it's a pre-release state. So this isn't a full released game. It's in a kind of like a trial period where you pay to get into the trial period and you play it early. It will become free to play next year, but whatever you purchase will come over. Now, if you start with the standard edition on one console, so we got the Xbox Gold Pass version on the Xbox, and that gave us the standard edition perks. When I bought it over on my Switch, I paid for the deluxe version of this game. So be wary, guys. Before you buy another version of this game on another platform, what you want to do is make sure to spend as much of your moon points from your first version that you can. I did not do that. So when I bought the deluxe version and it gave me the 14,500 moon point or moonstones, it overrode the 8,000 I had from the Xbox version that we got. So if you buy a newer version, it will override your old one if you want to keep your cloud save from the other console and move it towards the newly purchased version of the game that you have on the other console. Once you're fully synced and you have everything under one, you can move back and forth between the consoles and everything stays the same. This just occurs when you buy a new version of the game on another console. So if I want to go and buy this on my PlayStation and I buy the Ultimate or Deluxe version and I had more than 14,500, which I do right now, if I sync it with my PlayStation 1 where I bought the Deluxe, I will lose 140 Moonstones because it will override with that one. That's my experience that I've had. Anybody else's has a different experience, please leave a comment down below. But what I would suggest, just to be safe, spend those moon points if you can, or moonstones, buy your new version on your other console, sync up with your previous save, and then go to your mailbox and claim all your rewards so that you don't get overridden of your moonstones that you had from your previous version. Okay? But we'll deal with that later because we got to water these crops. My little dude is stuck. This is hilarious when the characters get stuck. There's just no rhyme or reason. And the trees. The trees and the camera love each other. So, again, my biggest gripes with the game is camera, especially for farming. It's the overhead view camera tends to want to go back to my back. The frame rate issues when there's too much going on the Switch, but this is a known issue. And honestly, besides that, it's fast-paced for the farming. There are some crops that take longer, but I have not opened up the full crops because I'm still at very early in the game. And the quests are not tedious. Honestly, they're short, they're concise, they're easily managed. I know that Donald's quest right now is glitching. So if you get to the point where you got Donald's house up and you have to collect an item and it gets stuck, you're not going to be able to complete it. So maybe hold off on Donald's quest until they get that bug fixed. I know they're working to make the Switch experience better. They already released an update to make it run a bit smoother than it has. So I'm definitely getting a better experience than day one on my Switch. I'll show you guys my house really quickly here. It's still the first step in the house development, but I think I got it pretty nice for the moment. Still boarded up my windows, still haven't fixed that. But for now, I think this is where I'll leave you guys. If you want to see some more Dreamlight Valley content on the channel, please leave me a comment down below. I don't mind jumping in once in a while, show you guys what I'm doing, what I'm learning, and just walking around any changes I've done on my island. This is definitely a fun game. I'm really gonna suggest if you're a hardcore Disney fan, then pick whichever tier you want and go for it. If you're really not sure and you don't have Xbox Game Pass, start with the lower tier version, the $36 or $38, because if you do want to upgrade and pick the different ones, do it on a different console, pay for the upgraded one, spend all your moonstones, then sync it with that new console. Therefore, you're not paying double on the one console you already paid for, and you got 2 copies now, so you can switch back and forth between whatever console you feel like playing on, or computer, because it is available on Steam as well. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoy it, and I'm gonna spend hours at this tonight because it's got me. All right, I'm really enjoying these farming games that are coming out, and I cannot wait for Harvestella to come out and join this craze that I have going on for being addicted to these games. Like, sub, leave that comment, and as always, guys, happy gaming!